We're here.
We're
Oh my
here.
God. We're here. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Wind Down. We are here for Mimosas and Mayhem. It is Royal Rumble Day, and I am joined by Miss Sydney, Virginia. I'm so excited to have you here. If you don't know who Sydney is, she has been doing amazing things on TikTok and Instagram. She just hit 10K followers on Instagram yesterday, so we obviously have to applaud for that. How are you? I know it's early for us. It's 9 a.m. here on the West Coast, but we're here.
We're here, and we're ready.
Of course, we have our mimosas. Mine is watermelon, a watermelon mimosa. So I will be enjoying this. I also have two other beverages because who doesn't need three beverages in the morning? Sydney, what are you drinking?
This is a cranberry mimosa, so we kind of on the same wavelength here, you know.
Love that for us.
And a little bit of water, you know. Gotta balance it out.
As many of you guys know, there were some matches added on the card this morning. We're going to run briefly over these, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes, the actual pay-per-view. So this morning, the New Day teaming with Grayson Waller will be taking on the trio of Shinsuke Nakamura and the Motor City Machine Guns. Interesting addition to this show that's probably going to be 6 hours, but who do you think is going to pick up the win? I like the combination of Shinsuke and the Motor City Machine Guns. A lot of experience involved in that duo or trio right there. Who are you seeing picking up the win?
I think here's the thing. Motor City, they're great, and I think it's going to be entertaining. But I feel like Grayson Waller needs a little bit of like a win. I feel like he's always the butt of the joke. And so it might be more entertaining to see that be like the upset, because I think everybody expects, you know, Motor City and Shinsuke to win. So,
okay. I feel like for Shinsuke and Motor City. I feel like Motor City, I don't like them being on the pre-show, first of all, because obviously they're legends, all of that. But I am glad that they are involved in the actual event. I probably would have felt some type of way if they weren't involved.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising that Shinsuke is not going to be in the Rumble, though.
That's what threw me. That threw me, because I definitely, when we would get to the Royal Rumble, that was part of my, I hope that he's in it and that he's gonna, but I guess that's not happening anymore.
We already have somebody asking us questions in the chat. They'd like to know what numbers are we coming in the Women's Royal Rumble.
That's funny. I need lucky number 27. I feel like that's enough time to, you know, everybody's already tired. You come in, you just start eliminating people, and then boom, there you are.
I'm gonna go right in the middle. I'm gonna go 15. Because at that point, you kind of got your people out of the way. You might get some legends in there, kind of sprinkled in there. But I feel like 15.
Okay.
Might be the number. Speaking of other pre-show matches, we have the Wyatt Six going up against the MFTs. They love their tag team matches for these pre-shows.
The tag team division in general, I feel like they've been pushing heavy. So this doesn't surprise me. But in the pre-show is what's surprising me. I mean, maybe it's just too many. I think they focus too much on tag teams. Now there's too many tag teams, right? So,
Who do you see the win here?
The MFTs. I mean, they have the body. Like, they have the not only the two people in the ring, but then they have the rest of the family. So I mean, it's always a 5-on-1. It's a 5-on-2 at this point. So.
Well, you know, it is surprising when I was looking at the final declared people for the Rumble that only Solo Sikoa has been announced out of their group. So I'm wondering if we'll see some interaction there, maybe them pulling people out of the ring, which we'll get to during the Men's Rumble. But kind of surprising that the rest of the guys are not involved or haven't been announced for the Rumble. But honestly, if they added everyone in the match, they would have like 500 guys wrestling. So
yeah, you got to pick and choose.
I'll pull out my handy dandy iPad. We are going to get to the actual Royal Rumble matches, and then we have two other matches on the card as well.
Yep.
So let's start out with the women because we are here for the girlies. Yep. Our announced entrants so far, mind you, there are 14 spots that remain. Our announced entrants are Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Julia, Io Sky, Jordan Grace, Lash Legend, Liv Morgan, Lyra Valkyria, Maxine Dupree, Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, and Roxanne Perez. It's a hefty lineup.
Hefty lineup.
Are there any women that have not been announced, Raw, SmackDown, NXT legends that you would like to see in the match?
Well, probably no surprise to anyone. I think that Bianca, it's time for her to come back. So, and I'm really hoping that this is when she comes back. She's been really active on social media, so it makes me feel like she's been trying to build up the crowd to, I don't know, get us more excited. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but girl,
wishful thinking at this point.
I'm like, your finger's still hurt. Like, come on.
No, I'm on the same page as you. Bianca, I feel like Bianca has been out for 7 years at this point.
Yes.
It feels like it's been so long. But like you said, they have been incorporating her in some stuff. I saw she was at something a couple months ago or maybe a couple weeks ago with Chelsea Green. You know, she's kind of starting to get back up in the shuffle of things. I will say, though, I did see a rumor online earlier this week and people were like, oh, she's in Saudi. And it was a video from 2024.
Oh.
To check your sources.
Yeah, that's the other part. Social media in general, when it comes to wrestling, is very annoying sometimes because people don't believe in kayfabe apparently anymore, and they just spoil everything, or they want to be the first to break something, and then they're not even right. So
we do know that there is going to be some NXT talent involved. I know Blake Monroe was pulled from the NXT events for the weekend. I believe JC Jane was pulled, or there's been rumors that she'll be involved. I would love to see some NXT talent involved. Are there any that you can think of off the top of your head that you would like to see in the Rumble?
I like Kalani Jordan, even if it's just a quick appearance. I think that she's been really killing it in NXT as well. And so I think it's time to start building her up. They've brought so many people over from NXT at this point that, you know, who's the next star going to be?
Right. I think that's a good one. I do wonder if they will leverage their TNA partnership in this match. I could see maybe, you know, like you said, Kalani Jordan, who, you know, she's kind of had her dealings with TNA. I do know that the Iconics were recently released from TNA and they had their, you know, claim to fame in WWE.
Yeah.
I am wondering if we'll maybe see them involved here just because now they're free agents. You know, they have a history with WWE. So those are ones that we might want to keep an eye on. But honestly, I'm here for the surprises. I do want to see some legends.
Yes.
You want to see?
I was going to say Trish because it's the most, I guess, obvious choice for a big pop. Do we consider Nikki Bella a legend?
Yes, and Nikki Bella has been seen, but will we get Brie is the real question.
That is a good question. She did mention that. I think I saw she mentioned that she wanted to get, or she misses being in the ring or something like that. She said, yeah. So I mean, maybe
WWE finally picked up that call because she's been waiting for the call, but they have not called her, right? So I would love to see some twin magic. I know that's kind of taking it back to back in the day, but I think that twin magic would get the pop that we need.
Yes,
especially since people have been begging for Brie Bella to come back, so she's one. I would have loved to have seen Kelly in this match, but unfortunately she's traveling to Las Vegas. She is not going to Royal Rumble.
Okay.
I think, like you said, I think Trish would be a really good one just because she would get that pop. I think Lita as well.
Lita, I would go crazy. If it's, I would go crazy.
I don't think this year is the year, but I'm always advocating for them to bring back legends that we don't necessarily see in the Rumble all the time. So Jazz, Jacqueline, Melina, legends like that we don't see often, right? We do see Trish and we see Lita a lot nowadays, which is good. Don't get me wrong, but I would love to see some of those legends who, you know, also pave the way for the women nowadays be involved in the match. So maybe next year.
Maybe here, because again, they are overseas too, so we got to remember that. Like, it's a little bit of a, you know,
right. Now, getting into some of the face-offs that we'd like to see in this match. We love Royal Rumble matches because you get some of those callbacks from different feuds that you've had in the past, maybe people that still have lingering feuds going on. Are there any face-offs that you are excited to see?
I don't know about excited. I know it's not like the nice thing to say. I just think I'm really excited to see I think it's going to be a lot of tag team action in it. And then, like, for example, Lash and Nia. I think that, or Nia. I think that they're gonna dominate that ring for most of the Rumble, and that's what I'm most excited to see. Since they've pulled Lash up, she's been doing great, and I think that because they're both also like technically bigger girls, right, in the industry, so I think they need a moment to shine.
I agree. I think it is interesting. We don't have Natty announced on this card, which I'm pretty sure she's going to be in here. She's going to take one of those spots that have not been announced. But
for sure.
Yeah, I see Maxine and maybe Natty having a moment here. We've kind of seen that kind of lingering going on. Natty was the reason why Maxine lost that Intercontinental title. So maybe some involvement there. Maybe Becky's kind of involved in the mix as well with that. But I see that maybe being a possibility. Charlotte Flair has stated that she's going to help Alexa Bliss win this Rumble.
Okay. I don't think so either, but I appreciate the confidence.
Or worried about her turning on Alexa rather than helping her at this point.
I don't think that they're gonna. I think that she really does like Alexa. I think that they. Mm-hmm. I think she really grew on her, I should say, because at first she's like, no, but she hasn't turned yet, and it's been a while. So that's kind of
season. We know this is Charlotte's season. And I feel like she will do what she has to do to get to where she needs to go.
That is very true.
Jordynne Grace is in this match. We saw we saw some clips from SmackDown last night where Jade and Jordynne were in the back brawling. Now, obviously, Jade's not in this match. Jade is holding that SmackDown Women's Championship, but we know that Jade, when she has a vengeance, she goes after what she needs. Do we see Jade maybe getting involved here and taking Jordynne out?
No, only because I feel like it would cheapen her character, right? Why am I being involved with someone that's so much lower than me? So, it's more of a, if she wins, great, which I don't think that she will, but if she wins, then cool, I'll see you in the ring, versus, because, she's very stoic, very, she doesn't take no shit, right? So it's very much, why would she even bother? Why would she even bother? Yeah, because whoever wins, whoever wins, I can beat them. So who cares?
Right. Okay. We've discussed what we want to see, the people that we want to see in the match, but who is your pick to win?
I actually think that Liv is going to take it all.
I think so too.
Yeah. I think they brought her back. She's been kind of behind the scenes, but, causing a little stir up, especially within the Judgment Day. And so I think it's time to now elevate her.
Do you see Roxanne and Raquel being a part of that win, or do you think it's just a solo straight cut Liv is winning?
Solo straight cut Liv is winning, only because I also think that Liv's going to turn on them. So maybe not today, not today, but I do feel that coming, especially with when she was gone and like Roxanne was kind of being a little friendly with Dirty Dom. She probably, I saw all of that when I was out injured, you guys are snakes, yada, yada, and then boom.
I agree. I do think Liv is going to pick up the win here. This is Liv's year. Yes. I think she had a very unfortunate injury at a very unfortunate time. I think she would have skyrocketed even more if she wouldn't have gotten injured, but she's back. She's here. And ever since she came back, she's been making an impact. She came back at Survivor Series with John Cena.
John Cena.
That's the mark right there. And, he's talked about it. She's talked about how much it meant to her. So I feel like the only way up for Liv at this point is up. Yeah. So I definitely see her winning here, but agreed with you. She gotta watch her back. Keep her eye out for Selena. Yeah. Like, she needs to very much make sure that Roxanne and Raquel don't get in her way so that she can win this match.
Basically.
Turn on them another time, because I do think it's going to happen too. But she got to keep her eye on the prize tonight, because she has to bring it home. Final four.
Will Liv, obviously. I think Rhea might be involved in that just because she's Rhea. And the crowd loves her. I want to throw an NXT in there. I think that would be like the shocking, like, oh, she made it this far. So I'm going to go Jordynne Grace.
Okay.
Fourth one. I want to say I don't want to say Charlotte Flair, but because this is Charlotte's season, like you mentioned earlier, Charlotte's season, and when it comes to getting the title, she's gonna do whatever, and I feel like it's expected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also trying to think of the crowd that we have tonight, right? Or this morning. I said tonight, but it's 9 a.m. I'm trying to think about them, and it's like, who would they like? And maybe that would be the final four. But
so like you said, Liv, Charlotte as well. I don't know. I feel like we're underestimating Chelsea Green here.
Okay.
I feel like we're underestimating Chelsea Green. I am not sure how that audience would pop for her, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I see Chelsea Green in the final four. Just because she had a pretty solid year last year too.
She did.
I see her being there, but that fourth spot, I don't know.
See, it's hard.
There are so many talented women in this match. However it plays out, I will say this and I will stand on it. I wholeheartedly believe the women's match will be better than the men's. I'm just saying that happens every year in my opinion, but I feel it.
The women have been cooking for over a year at this point. Yes.
Let them cook. What was the best Royal Rumble? Will Sasha Banks come back to WWE? Oh my God. My favorite Rumble is the 2008 Rumble when John Cena returned early from injury. That is my favorite Rumble. What's your favorite Rumble?
That's my favorite Rumble. I love, everybody knows I love John Cena. So when he came in, he was just like with the arms down. Oh my God.
That was rent free in my head. Look, baby, Sasha Banks is not going back to WWE. Not anytime soon. She is she's on her path with AEW and all over the world winning title belts. I do not see her coming back to WWE. I think she's creating a legacy as Mercedes Moné currently, and I don't see her returning back to WWE at this point. Maybe years from now, right? But not in the maybe like 3 to 5 years. Absolutely not, in my opinion. Let's see what else we have. Randy or Braun wins the Rumble. Sami Zayn wins the WWE Championship. Interesting. Okay, we will be getting to the men's match. And then let's see here. Roman and Raquel are my picks. Okay. We're going to get this men's match. Somebody asked, if you two are last in the ring, who would win?
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. You know what? I don't know who would win, but I feel like it would be a great competition, no doubt.
Sorry, my grocery just got here.
Is going to WrestleMania to battle Jade, aka versus Delta. Ratings will go up. Okay, Booker.
Okay, I could see that. I mean, well, it would only. Well, AKA versus, here's the thing. That's a very niche audience. Because even when Jade comes out with her AKA stuff, the audience doesn't really understand what's going on. So
that's very true.
I don't know about that.
You would be like a Greek life audience.
Yeah, it would have to be a very specific audience for that. But I'm cool with it.
Why am I expecting Bianca returning with no evidence to back it up? Because we are delusional. That's why. Let's move on to the men's match. The announced entrants so far, mind you, we have 8 spots to fill. Austin Theory, Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Dragon Lee, Gunther, Jacob Fatu, Javon Evans, Dragunov, Jey Uso, Logan Paul, Matt Cardona, Obafemi, Penta, Randy Orton. I have a question mark next to Rey Mysterio because I know
I think he's injured.
Yeah. Roman Reigns is clocking in for this men's Rumble. Solo Sikoa, The Miz, and Trick Williams. Again, loaded match already as is. are there any other wrestlers, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, that you would like to see involved in this match?
Off of this list, like it's only 7 spots.
No, I'm like, who's getting the spot?
So let's see.
I know.
LA Knight, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight's gonna be in there for sure.
Yeah.
So legend wise, hear me out. Chris Jericho.
I know. Now it is stated. I've been looking at Twitter this morning. It is stated that he is still on the AEW roster website. So I don't
Maybe
know.
they just haven't updated the website yet.
I don't think so. That my pick for a debut in this match would be Powerhouse Hobbs. He just left AEW. He signed to WWE, but he has not debuted yet.
Okay.
When he was released from AEW, they snatched his shit off the website immediately once his contract was up. I feel like with Chris Jericho, I feel like it might be like a scheduled type of thing with their website. But like, I feel like once Chris Jericho is done, they're going to snatch his stuff off the website.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like Chris Jericho may come back closer to WrestleMania if he does return. I don't see him doing a full schedule.
No, no offense, but Chris is old. Like, and he's earned the right to have a truncated schedule. So
right. So he may do something maybe a little bit more than Roman Reigns. No shade to Roman, but he may do a little Roman Reigns type schedule where he's only here for the bigger events. Legends. I can't think of any legends off the top of my head that I would want to see currently in the match. I would like to see Leon Slater in the match just because I feel like WWE has been so high on him. Mm-hmm. And I think that with having Javon Evans in the match, we could see some back and forth with them, even though they've tag teamed. I think these are 2 young guys who obviously are living out their dream. We know that Leon Slater is not signed to WWE. He is signed to TNA. You could have fooled me, right? But if he is still fighting for that WWE championship and they put him in this position to be in the Rumble, I can see him taking out Javon.
Okay, that's a hot take. I'm like, we gonna get bounced. Javon is in the Rumble, right? Cause I know didn't he get injured or something? Or
he was injured, but he did the week after.
Okay. So yeah, I think that it would be. I think that Leon being in the match would make a lot of sense because of it's overseas. So yeah, as far as taking Javon out, I don't know about that, but you're entitled to your opinion.
Any face-offs between competitors that you would like to see?
I'm liking the Trick and Randy like timeline or whatever they're trying to build there. Trying to think of unexpected ones. Not really. Yeah, no, I'm really focused on Trick right now. So
So your pick to win?
No.
Okay. We will get to that. I see Roman coming after his ops in this match. He has a couple in here. So I don't see him being in the match long though.
Okay.
I think Roman's going to come probably in the last part. I would be shocked if he came anywhere before 20 at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They actually fumbled last night, so we will on SmackDown. We will see if they change it. It was said that Braun Breaker would come in first.
I saw that, and I was just like, "Oh, I thought Cody was going to be first." And because that's usually his story anyway. Oh, like I've lasted all 30, whatever.
Yeah.
So I really thought it was going to be Cody. They'll I would say they probably will change it, but knowing WWE, maybe not. It really sucks they did that though.
I wonder, they really positioned Braun Breaker to be that muscle, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like putting him first in the match is really them trying to prove, like, yes, obviously he's running down the ramp doing the spheres all the time, but like he has the endurance to go however long in the match. I see him hopefully having some moments with Bronson Reed and Austin Theory as the
Yeah.
vision to build that up as well.
You forgot about Logan Paul.
Right. Oh, well. Well.
I'm like, he's part of the vision?
Yes, he is. Like you said, I am interested in seeing what Trick and Randy do. I have been liking that as well. Jey Uso won last year.
He did.
He claims, he spelled it wrong, but that he's going to win again this year.
Okay.
We see Jey Uso winning.
No.
Especially as a tag team champ, I feel like he's kind of in limbo right now, especially since, Jimmy has been off the road with personal stuff. It's kind of like, where does this leave Jay going into WrestleMania season? But unfortunately, I don't see Jey Uso.
They gave him that championship and they didn't do anything with it with him. And so I'm honestly, even if he did win, I don't want that to happen again. I feel like it was like here, damn, here's your championship type of thing. And I don't like that they did that to him because, I think he's worth more. But
yes. The song, the vibe is very charismatic. I actually did forget somebody. And I think, like, you know what? I agree with you. We need Kit Wilson in this match.
I think he's going to be in there. I do.
I think that would be a major pop, hopefully.
Yeah.
If it was in US, I know it would be a pop.
Oh, for sure.
We'll see how the audience tonight kind of goes with it. All right. Final 4 in the match.
Roman Reigns. Trick Williams. Ooh. Braun Breaker. I think that he's going to last if they put him out as one, like they're planning, or like they said they were planning to, I think, like, going off what you said, the endurance, showing that he can last the entire, hour and however long it's going to be.
Right.
That's really, yeah. So that's 3. I'm trying to think of an unexpected one. I just named 3 pretty high up there. One, LA Knight, if he's in it.
Okay. I'm gonna say Oba Femi. I feel like Oba's probably gonna come in the middle somewhere. I'm hoping that he breaks the record for eliminations. I'm assuming Kane still has that record.
I think so.
I would like to see him break that record. So Oba Femi, I think, will be in the final 4. Roman Reigns. I think they'll probably have Cody in the final 4. I do not think Cody is winning the match. And then that last one is hard. I don't know. I hate to say it. I feel like they might have Brock in the final 4. Just based on how they treat him, I could see them putting him in the final 4. And I could see the face off before the final 4 of like him and Braun Breaker off of strength. I could see that a lot happen in the match.
I was going to say him and Oba.
Ooh, yes. If they are in the final 4, I hope Oba throws him out.
Yes, same.
Okay, who are you picking for the winner?
Roman. I am very loyal to my tribal chief. So
yes. I'm going to say either Roman or Oba. I feel like moving Oba up from NXT after he had that title run, and like they did it very dramatically, moving him up. They had him place that title belt in the ring and leave. That doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't.
That they did that, I'm like, where is this going? It has to be going somewhere huge, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's either going to be him or it's going to be Roman. Now, when it comes to Roman, look, this might be a hot take. I don't think Roman needs to win the Rumble match to go to WrestleMania. That's the only reason why I'm not like 100% like I'm going for Roman, is because I don't feel like he needs to win the match. Last year, it was him, Seth, and Punk in a match. One of the best matches at WrestleMania, in my opinion. There was no title. Was there a title involved?
No.
I don't think there was a title involved.
No, because Seth wasn't champion yet.
Yes, because Seth won at Money in the Bank. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So there was no title involved, but it was one of the best matches on the card. Great storytelling. So I don't feel like Roman necessarily needs to win to get that spot at Mania.
That's fair.
But we know the presence that Roman has. I'm sure the audience would love to see him win. So
Right.
that's kind of why I'm leaning towards him, just for the audience sake. But I would love to see Oba win. I think that would really catapult his career to even greater lengths than it's already gone.
And then going back to like what you said about them dramatically bringing Oba back. I mean, not bringing him back, bring them up. When he fought Cody at Saturday Night's Main Event, they didn't even finish the match. So, and I think that was somewhat purposeful because it's like, okay, this match was so good, like, you know, but it basically elevated Oba without lowering Cody. And so,
yeah.
You have a good point, Miss Lowe.
We have a question. Who gets tossed first, Oba or Trick? I'm going to say Trick. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I think you're correct. So,
but you know what? I think they're both going to have a hell of a rumble.
Oh yeah.
Let's see who the WWE needs to put money on into raising ratings
by War Games.
I'm gonna be real with you, dog. It's 9 a.m. I can't read all that.
It is. That's the thing. East Coast people, like, you know, they don't get it. I don't know if you're on East Coast or not, but they don't get it. It's really 9 a.m. right now.
I have sticks in my eyes trying to keep my eyes open. The rumble starts in 2 hours.
Crazy.
We're trying to get you up and ready. I see you're up and ready. I don't have an opinion or a thought on what you sent us, but thank you for providing your feedback. Let's move on to the last two matches. The last two matches on the card. These are part of the Rumble, but they're obviously not in the 30-man.
Yeah.
Except for Gunther.
Gunther,
double duty. Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn are facing off for that championship. Are you invested in this match during the Rumble?
No.
Either. I hate that.
This is a filler match. Unless, like, just to be honest, they're in Saudi Arabia. It's Sami. They needed something big for Sami. Putting him in the Rumble doesn't give him enough spotlight. So where else are you going to put him? With AJ Styles? No. So you got to put him with Drew. So, and that's really that's it. I think that's what this is. I don't think that's it. You're probably going to ask me this in a second, but I don't think that Sami's going to win. I think that he'll have his moments, and then of course Drew is just going to kick him in the face, and then it'll be over. This is.
Yeah. Which I hate that, because Sami Zayn has just been so dedicated, and he has been fighting for this championship for years now. But I definitely think this could have been a match that maybe was on another pay-per-view. And this happens a lot with Rumble. They will pack the card beyond the two matches, right? Yeah. Just to kind of cool the audience down, right? So they might put the women's match first, then they'll put these two matches, and then they'll put the men's match. So it's kind of like a break from having all those people in the ring, which I understand, but I don't necessarily know if it needed to be for the WWE Championship. I don't think so. I do see Drew winning though.
Yeah, he just keeps losing, and it's like at some point, like you don't have to do anything. I don't work at WWE, but I think Sami's one of those people like a Chelsea Green, like how Chelsea Green is great and she's entertaining and the people love her, but she doesn't win the big ones. And so they're treating Sami like that. And no offense to Chelsea Green, but I think Sami really deserves, like, even if it's again another like here, damn, here's your championship for like a couple months. I just think like it's, I don't know. I feel bad.
He deserves better. He deserves better. He's been there for so long.
Yeah.
Now we must remember, whoever wins, which we think is going to be Drew, is guaranteed a match / title defense at WrestleMania unless they lose it at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So currently, the way we are thinking, Drew is more than likely heading into WrestleMania as champion.
For sure.
We have to keep in mind for the men's match, because anyone who wins the match, Drew to face off with.
They could. Yeah.
So we will see what happens there.
Yeah.
Our final match of the night is AJ Styles versus Gunther in a
Retirement match.
question mark. So AJ has the automatic advantage here because Gunther is participating in the Rumble. So if you really think about it, Gunther is more than likely not going to give all his energy to AJ because he wants to obviously win the Rumble. But AJ's contract is supposedly coming up soon. It's supposed to be done in February. Tomorrow is February.
Oh.
So could we see AJ Styles retiring at the first pay-per-view for 2026?
I really don't want that to happen.
I know.
I mean, granted, okay, so I read something, or maybe it was someone content, I don't know, but they were saying that we kind of already had the AJ retirement tour. It's just that it was tied in with John's, and so we didn't realize it. Because last year he was doing a lot. And then John gave him his flowers when they wrestled. So it was, I think it's like we all knew it was coming, but everybody can't have the same type of retirement tour or retirement story that John Cena had. He is John Cena. Most wrestlers that retire, they don't, either one, they don't even get the choice. They have to be forced out, or, they just kind of disappear into the shop, and then, they live their lives. And like, at least he told us, he announced it, that's great. I think that having him retire overseas, and I have no beef with the overseas. I swear I don't. I feel like I've said this a lot, that the overseas crowd, the overseas this, but I don't have no beef. It's just that bigger moments like that, I think, should happen at home. So that's why I'm like, I really don't want it to happen over there. And I'm biased. I love AJ Styles. I think that I remember watching him in TNA. I remember the moment he debuted in WWE. We were like, what, 12? Like we were so young, and like just watching his career skyrocket. And he has ebbs and flows and all those things, but he is really dedicated to the business. And if this is his last day, that really sucks.
I agree with you. I don't think it should be a moment like tonight where he retires. But you also opened my eyes to, he really did do a lot last year. He may have been doing his retirement tour under the radar. And John Cena was, living out his retirement tour, and we're doing it at the same time. In a perfect world, I would love to see AJ Styles do a retirement tour in TNA. But, those guys and those performers that he grew up and, catapulted his career with, like Samoa Joe, like Kurt Angle, like those would be the guys that I would want to see involved. Now, we know Samoa Joe is planning on retiring this year too, which is insane, but we're
getting old. That's what's happening. We're getting old. This is how our parents felt when, now it's our turn.
I would love to see them face off, in TNA, but also too, I think AJ Styles, we saw that match with him with Javon Evans and Leon Slater in Saturday night's main event. Like, he obviously likes working with the younger guys, and he has that kind of mentality like John Cena, where they want to propel the next generation of wrestlers. So while I do want to see him kind of face off against Samoa Joe and some of those guys that he's had that storied history with, a TNA run where he is, pushing and motivating the younger talent who are finally stepping in and kind of, building their own careers will be something amazing too. But look, Gunther's already retired, my goat. I don't need him retiring nobody else at this point. Like, I just need him to go on his journey by himself. Like, he's taking out all the legends.
Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to build him as, which is why okay. This is I don't know if it's a hot take, but whatever. This is my hot take. I think that if somehow, some way, AJ survives this match, it'll be because of interference from somebody else. I
Mm.
think that way it doesn't lessen Gunther's like legend killer thing that they're trying to build him up to be, like, I guess take Randy's title. And we get a couple more matches with AJ. Just
Mhm.
because now that we know that he's retiring, or not know, but that it's official that he's,
Right.
it's, we at least can get at least one or two more out of him, and then Gunther gets the rematch because he got screwed at, Royal Rumble, and then that's when it happens. That's how I want it to happen.
Yeah. Well, I have been seeing people really hone in on the fact that he's saying retire from WWE. Retire as a professional wrestler, retire from WWE.
I mean,
So
John
I
said
don't
the
know
same
if he's
thing.
being strategic in that wording so he could jump to TNA or maybe an AEW. I know people have been talking about this week that he did trademark the phenomenal AJ Styles. He did trademark his logo, which he has stated before that he always gives rights to the companies that he goes to use those names and those logos, but he's trademarking them again. So you have to wonder what he's going to do.
Yeah. I mean, John said the same thing. John said WWE. He didn't say pro wrestling. Now, granted, he's only been on WWE, so it's not the same. How,
Right.
but I think mention, like, if you say no, I was trying to think of like maybe there's a reason that they have to say just WWE so you don't think about competitors or anything like that. But as far as trademarks, I need to actually look it up. I didn't even because it should already, if it's already trademarked, then yeah, I'll have to. I'm gonna look that up.
Yes, back to us. Royal Rumble is happening in a couple of hours. We have had our mimosas. We've talked about the mayhem. We've given our predictions. You guys have kind of given your predictions in the chat. We appreciate you joining us. If you are on the West Coast, you joined us early. If you were on the East Coast or anywhere else in the world, you're up and at 'em already. But Cindy, thank you so much for joining me on Wrestling Wind Down. Where can the people keep up with you on social media?
I am on TikTok, Threads, Instagram, YouTube. Everything is at Sid Virginia.
And you can find Wrestling Wind Down. We are on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at WWDCAST. We also have merch for the girlies by the girlies, shop.wrestlingwinddownlv.com. And we hope you guys have a wonderful Royal Rumble Saturday. Until next time, bye.